Hello. How's it going? Hey, Alex. How you doing? I am on a new PC setup. So if you see anything that looks weird and out of place, let me know. Or if I sound weird and out of place, let me know. I also am technically outputting this game at 1440p. However, I am not really utilizing it at the moment. So it probably looks exactly the same as last week. So, which honestly is going to be true for most 240p content. And probably to some extent, most 480p. How's the audio as well? I kind of just like guessed it. I did not actually like try to listen in on it. Hey Electric, how's it going? Alright. I think we probably won't know audio level wise how it'll sound until we get to the actual battles or whatever. I'm trying to remember. I think I can't remember if I did this cutscene already. Let me check. I think I already did the cutscene before we go fight the T-Rex. Yeah, because this door, I believe, is open. I think all we have to do next is go to the room that had the Triceratops in it, right? Good, good. What you been up to? What have you been playing? I feel like I always want to know more about what people have been playing recently. I think it might have been this room here. Oh, nice. That's the one set in like, I don't know what era, but you know, like old school Japan, right? I really wanted to play that one. But I don't know, like, is there anything about that game that is different from what the original like Phoenix Wright did? Because like the problem I had with the Phoenix Wright games is like I enjoyed them, or I guess Ace Attorney games. I enjoyed the first one, but like I never could find a real reason to go and check out the sequels other than just, you know, more of that, which, you know, is totally fine if that's what you want. But you know me, I like to try to find new things to look at. And there's a lot of those kind of games on the DS, so I think I just like went and played other titles in a similar style instead. So, oh, it's set in Great Britain. Okay. At least they like made it work that way and not like, cause don't they like say that the Ace Attorney games take place in like California or something like that? The original ones, even though they're very clearly Japan. I remember Yokai Watch 3 had that problem where they're like, we are from barbecue land or whatever, because like technically it took place in America in the US version. However, the Japanese version did not, and so Yokai Watch 3 is about visiting America. So they're like, oh no, how do we solve this barbecue land? Okay. Just commit. Don't try to fix this at this point. This franchise is dead anyways. Move my microphone a little bit. Ouchie, ouchie. I feel like I'm not doing so well in these fights so far. I also am probably going the wrong way. I'll have to... I don't remember coming through here last time. I think it might have been up the stairs and then up to the north is maybe the direction I need to go. I kind of want to commit to this direction for now, though. Just like turning around and having to fight everything on the way back always sucks. This dungeon also kind of feels like it loops around a little bit, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah. Well, I'm glad they kept it faithful in that case, although it's probably hard not to. And then the game's set in Great Britain, so easy enough. Our like probably target market of 25-year-old men can accept this. I think I said I used that key, so this is probably reasonable. Yeah, fighting my way back. Yeah, we do have to basically do pretty much the entire last stream again. So, but hopefully we're more prepared this time. Somebody did comment on the last stream and gave me some advice, or rather, kind of told me ways I could kind of trivialize the fight. But it required me to go back and like find some other stuff. So I think we're gonna try once on our own with the setup that we made, because I don't really want to just go like try to overpower the fight. I just want to kind of see if we can get by with what we have, and then if we can't, then we'll try what's it called? Yeah, we're doing the swapping armor strategy, and then we also like just generally improved our build, I think, as a whole. So, and I'm gonna try not to lose my revivals, because I did lose my revivals last time, and on this file I have them still. Okay, this is the room. You witnessed everything, yeah. Yeah, hopefully this will take up the majority of the taste stream. I think it will. Worst case scenario, we got that Xenogears demo. Alright. I think this is the guy that kind of messed me up a little bit, so I just need to play a bit safer with him, I think. I seem to recall he does some dash attacks, and depending on how much health he has, he seems to do a different number of dash attacks, so... I'm probably going to cast Haste, although I am kind of low on Parasite Energy right now. And we have to also mod in double action to our gun, I'm pretty sure. Man, I hate that move. It's the worst. Okay. Oh, dang it. Oh, he's like right on top of me. Ugh. I don't know what to do when he does the electric attack. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, he got me with that one. I should heal. I'll fight with all of my... Oh, God. As I get stabbed over and over and over again. Dash? Okay. Oh, man, you got me again. Oh, I didn't realize he was so close to me. 1, 2, 3. Dang it. I don't really know how to dodge that easier once he's that close. Okay, that was nice. I am running low on Parasite Energy, so I guess switch armor is the tactic there. We can test it out. Heal 2. 102. And then so armor. Okay, yep, there we go. That's convenient. It's a weird mechanic. I don't really understand why it behaves that way, but... no. Oh no, stop. Oh, his head's gone. Alright. I forget what he does at this point. He just like focuses on the lightning, or... Oh, he starts to run. Oh, I should have shot only once. Ow. Yay. Offense +2, please. Thank you. And then I guess just switch back. I don't really know if it just like refreshes at the beginning of each battle or what. Hey, Mr. T, it's going well. How about you? Oh, that's right. And then we fall out to the T-Rex fight. Yeah, what was going on with Cal the Kangaroo? Somebody mentioned that recently to me, and I have no idea. I've been like really busy lately, so. Were people like creepypastaing it or something? Is that what was happening, or going to burn up? I didn't really understand what was happening there. Like, somebody was like, oh, I don't remember the game being like this, or bad design. Are they rebooting it? Okay. Yeah, there's like something I saw about someone saying like, oh, I played the game and this crazy stuff happened at the beginning of the game. And I was like, I don't understand if this is like real or if this is like somebody making some stuff. Interesting. Who owns Cal the Kangaroo? Alright, I forget how we decided to fight this T-Rex last time. I think getting behind him was like not as effective as we hoped. I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay. Oh, yeah. I seem to recall it being like, we just kind of have to be on the right side of him. Oh yeah, we also have the, what's it called? No, we don't have that. I forgot. It's after this fight we have the special. Oh, I'll have to look it up. I will be honest with you, I could not remember Cal the Kangaroo. He very much was like in that like PS2 era, like Nickelodeon Juju kind of game, Croc kind of era thing, right? Like that is what it reminded me of, from what little I saw of it, so. Paste. And then we'll see what direction he kind of starts shooting. Oh, dang it. Oh, he went all the way around. Wow, what an asshole. Oh boy, I forget how this works. Move. Oh my god. Alright. I think I need to change body armor. I wonder if I could switch back and forth or if I only get one switch. Oh, my item number increased, or is more than the maximum due to the armor swap. Do I have any like low level medicine? We'll just use medicine 3 real quick. Oh no. Like, doesn't even look like it's close to me. Gonna try to wait for a level 3 heal. What are you doing? I hate this fight. It just feels so hard to dodge the thing. I shouldn't be like right in his face because he can just bite me. Oh boy. What are you doing? Yeah, that's gonna come all the way around. Oh, didn't get hit somehow. Parasite Eve haste. I forgot to put the 2 offense on my gun. Yay! All right, that was fairly clean that time. So we have our revivals still, and we can go ahead and put our double action on. Be in the maintenance menu here. This is the gun we're using, right? Yeah. And then we're going to take the M800, double action. Go. And then where's our offense +2 that we picked up earlier? Is that all in my inventory? Where did I pick that up? I could have sworn I picked up an offense +2. Am I just blind? Junk. Alright, well, I don't know where it is. Let's see. I want to switch armor back to SV protector. And then I guess we could upgrade like equipment with the bonus points. We'll hold on to them for now. We can make that decision when we get to the next fight. And then I think at that point we just go... What do we do? I think we go through here, right? Do we go back to the lab area? Or the computer room? I think Maida's there, right? No. Where do I go? I don't remember what I was supposed to do after the T-Rex. Maybe just go to the front? T-Rex is a diversion. I can save real quick. I try to remember where Maida is, because like, don't I like see Maida and then... Oh, wait, no. What's-her-face is on floor 4, right? That's what I need to go do, is find what's-her-face? Yeah. Find what's-her-face. Okay. She's on the 4th floor, I'm pretty sure. And I think now that I killed the T-Rex, I can go see her. Eve. That's her name. 4th floor, please. Thank you. Oh, okay. Also, electric barrier, you're telling me there was like an insta-death I need to worry about, right? There's a thing here. I think it's after the boss fights that we do. Wait, I was already here. What am I doing? How do I get to that place? I'm pretty sure it was that room. What am I misremembering? Oh, way later. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I know Eve's on the 4th floor. I remember that much. And I'm pretty sure she's through that door. Whoops. I don't want to do that. Stop it. 4th floor. Thank you. Or did I go down to the 3rd floor and then came up a different way? I thought it was this thing. Maybe I went down to the 3rd floor and then got up through a different direction. I don't remember what that was, though. Dang it, I don't want to go back to the 1st floor. Nope. There we go. Okay, that's the staircase I just came down. Was it somewhere up this way? I think it might be somewhere up this way. I seem to recall coming up here for some reason. I don't remember why, but I remember looking at this hall and being like, I don't remember this hall. There's a treasure chest I haven't looked at. Or at least it's closed. Is that a staircase down? Yeah. I don't remember seeing this room last time. It makes me think we're going the wrong way. I actually do not remember this room at all. I wonder if I skipped it on accident. What? Usually only takes three hits. Okay. Well, we'll check up here just in case. I don't remember this. I might remember this room, but I don't think it's from last time. I think it's from the time before. Yeah, I think we're going the wrong way. I, like, remember it, but not from last time. Like, I remember this room, like, right here, but I don't recall it being a place we went to find Eve. Alright, let's head back down. I wish I had a lot to talk about this week, but unfortunately, the majority of my time has just been A, at work, and I know I usually don't talk about work, like moving offices, and then B, at home, moving wires and cables. So like I don't have, like, I've literally just been messing with cables, wires, like messing around with PCs, unboxing stuff, like moving stuff, organizing stuff, like all week long. That has been basically my entire week. Um, so, and I still gotta do a little bit more. I'm trying to, I think what I'm gonna do, because I haven't done any 4K capture tests yet, I think I'm gonna go ahead and re-record the Dirge of Cerberus cutscenes and the online multiplayer cutscenes at 4K, which is something I've been wanting to do anyways. So, I think that'll be a good first test, just to be like, how do I even do this? Because I haven't actually captured anything in 4K yet. There we go. I used a key. That's probably a good sign. Oh, should we? Oh, that's right. We had to come up here because we got knocked out the window, is what it was. And then we have to go down here. Okay. I had forgotten about that. And this cutscene plays, and I don't think we can skip cutscenes. Yeah, no. All right. Oh, excuse me. Those fossils are pretty fragile. Okay, then there's something in here. I have junk in my inventory, I'm pretty sure. No? No junk? Tool? Okay. Oh, wait. Let me, do I have anything I can use? I guess I could take some of the pluses from this gun. Apply that to that? Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't. Okay, that's the 3x. That's right. And I believe I wanted the 3x from this gun. Yeah, there's +2 on it, but I think I want the 3-shot. Unless I can double action. And I don't think there's anything up there. Yeah. I scrolled past the junk 3 times. Whoops. Alright, well, I have space in my inventory now. I ate a bunch of stuff, so. There. Okay. Bunch of ammo, that's nice. There we go. Alright. And I assume this is... Okay, that's right. I forgot there's a room in here first. Oops. I don't remember if there's anything in here, or if it's just squishy room. I think that we went in there and that like took us to the next area, right? And I think I didn't explore down here at all. Oh, there's nothing down here, it seems like. Kind of looks like that dude's pointing down there. Not that I think it means anything, but... Okay, no chests or anything. Don't see anything. Alright. It's Eve. So, if I recall correctly, what we want to do in this fight is basically, first and foremost, spam, what's it called? Our special. And then basically just run around and shoot until we have full MP again. And then do that until my MP stops recovering, then swap armor, then keep doing that. And then we haven't really fought the second fight much yet. But I imagine that's probably just going to be dodging, and if my Parasite Eve recovery returns to normal, then I could just do that tactic again. Although I never really found out how to dodge the like spear she did. Also, I went back and looked, and that scene is just like weirdly framey for some reason. I'm not really sure why it's so chunky. It's like not the scene itself, but like the animation she does is really like just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I don't know if that's intentionally that they did that kind of weird jittery animation, or if that was something they I don't know. I don't know much about it. I don't know why it happens. Boom. And then I think we just have a bunch of cutscenes to stick through for a while here. But yeah, while I'm waiting, just to kind of let you know the struggles I went through. Basically, once I got like my PC set up and everything, I was having problems with my capture card was not accepting the like 1440p signal that my RetroTink was sending. Initially, I thought maybe it was the HDMI itself, but and I went ahead and replaced my HDMI cables, which I needed to do. They were like, you know, high speed with Ethernet or whatever, which has some weird, like, HDMI is like weirdly confusing and not very clear, and I hate that. It's like there's a chart you have to look at for different like levels of 4K support, and like none of them feel clearly marked enough. Like it's like high speed with Ethernet, and then there's like category 1 through 3, but that's also listed as like 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. Then there's 2.0, and just like, oh my god. So I went ahead and just got cables that supported 8K, just because it was just like whatever, and it wasn't that much more expensive to get cables to support 8K. I mean, it was like it could cost money to buy a bunch of them, but in terms of replacing cables, it was not that expensive. So I did that. That didn't resolve my problem. Then I found out that the switch I'm using does not like the 1440p signal that I send from my RetroTink. So I have a switch before my switch, which actually was my old switch, that does support 1440p. So I basically break off the RetroTink on its own when I use it. Otherwise, the other switch is useless. So I have a switch before my switch that switches between the two different setups for that. Unfortunately, that switch that I'm using for the RetroTink is like I think it's HDMI 1.4, which can do 4K. Or no, sorry, 1440p at 75 hertz is what it can do, which that should be plenty for the RetroTink itself. The only problem is that when I get to like PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X consoles, the limit on that is going to be 4K at 30 hertz. So I will need to switch that switch out whenever I do a PS5 or Xbox Series X. I don't think there are any PS4 games that do 4K 60. I'm pretty sure all PS4 games that have 4K are 30 frames per second. So, very exciting times. Thankfully, and then I also had the problem where my monitor didn't support 1440p either, so I had to, thankfully, my other monitor that I just bought does, so I had to like swap them around and stuff, so very exciting. Hey Oscar, how's it going? Technically, yes, a new stream layout. I forgot about that. I put a new, the background that I used for the video up. And then also, I didn't mean to put the background for the like chat up there, but with the new background being lighter, it makes more sense to have it on. I might adjust that a bit, but for right now, we're just doing a raw Raw box. But yeah, I think I just swapped some stuff over because I was setting it up on OBS and everything, so I had to remake everything from scratch anyways. I did try to carry over my OBS settings, but it did not. There's just a lot of bulk, and I was just like, I just need a fresh start, and I just need to like narrow down what I'm using. So I was able to do that. So, but yeah, technically this is the first week I'm streaming on my new PC, so here I am for real on a new PC. Yay. But yeah, so I need to do some actual testing. I would like to try to stream while also playing a game just to see like what that capability looks like with my new PC. But you know, I don't really have a lot of like very intense games to play. And most of what I would end up playing like on PC is like Dojin game stuff. And I know on my last PC I had trouble even with like some really rough looking Dojin games. The 3D ones in particular I had some trouble with streaming properly. So we could do another speed run of what was it, Soul Knight or whatever it's called. I forget what it was called. You remember that game that we played? I did like a 1.5-minute run of it because you can like flip through the invisible wall that blocks you from going to the final boss. If there was a final boss, there may have not been a final boss, actually. It may have that. I think you ran through the area, like crossed the bridge, clipped through an invisible wall, and then ran up a series of stairs. And at the top, you lit a torch, I think is what it was. And then that would be the end of the game, basically. I think if you fought the boss, it would like take the invisible wall away. Well, yeah, but the problem was electric with like that is that it was like overloading my PC still, which was kind of weird. But yeah, maybe it could just be the lack of optimization thing. But hopefully, just throwing a bunch of power at it will make that easier. I would like to like actually sit down and like play through a full Dojin game on stream. That's like a reasonably length Dojin game. Whoops. Something about this scene just makes me laugh with like Aya just in the helicopter, no jacket on. Especially since like the helicopter's completely static, so she's just in there like. But yeah. Alright, where's the save point? I need to make sure I don't click past the save point on accident. Maybe I should stop just like smashing the buttons now. There's not a lot of text between here and now. Yeah. An easy one would be Soul Saber, but that would be not very story intensive. The problem is that like a lot of them are Japanese, so like if we're doing it, we have to commit to the fact that we're probably not going to understand anything. And like my fear with streaming Japanese games often is like I will get stuck. And then that's the end of the stream game, basically. That is my fear anytime I stream Japanese games in general. So I try to remember if I had any like longer looking Japanese games. There's like the weird high school one that was like the 2D, 3D swapping game, I think. That one was kind of neat. Some of them are just like betas though, so like they didn't have an entire game on there. Why is this happening to me? But yeah, I'd have to dig through them and see. Your turn to die? Interesting. I don't think I've heard of that. Let me see if I can look that up real quick while we're waiting. Also, small grief while I look this up. My new audio setup is actually kind of awful, and it drives me crazy because I have to rely on OBS for audio, which is not what I want to do. I did email Acuant about it. Not Acuant. Avermedia about it. But my mouse, please. I think I need to take some of these lights and like rewire them, because I think some might be going into like a USB hub, and I think they're draining too much power. This has a nice look to it. I don't really see any gameplay. I just see like a bunch of art, which if it's RPG Maker, you know, I probably have a pretty good idea of how it looks already, but I was thinking about Scum of the Brave earlier today. Man, I wish there was more Scum of the Brave RPG Maker stuff. I'm still buying the Scum of the Brave manga, but it's not in English, so I'll have to like sit down and try to read it myself. Okay. New file. We're gonna have 30 billion save files. In Martian Gothic level of save files. Jesus Christ, Martian Gothic. I really want to like Martian Gothic. I really like Martian Gothic, but that game is a nightmare. And I think, if I remember correctly, the PlayStation version of Martian Gothic was actually easier than the PC version. Which is crazy to think about. Alright, here's the cutscene we all know as Glock Glock. Weird hair. There we go. Okay. You know, looking at I watched that Stranger's Paradise trailer, the final trailer they put out, I think is what it's called. And I do think I really want to play that game. It looks goofy enough. Alright. Do I just want to like eat this gun? I think I just want to eat this gun. Like, why not, right? Okay, we got our BP. We can either apply it to something, or we can... we can just, like, apply it to stats. Sure. We'll try just adding on a bunch of extra attack. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is cast Liberate. That is the first thing we're going to do. Oh no, first thing we got to do is move. Yeah, that trailer, like, ending with Frank Sinatra really caught me off guard. Like, it makes sense with that game, but I was not expecting it. I was just like, okay. But yeah, and then, like, the weird fist bump he does with the elf-looking dude. I'm like, this game's probably going to be alright. I should probably play this video game. It's, like, goofy enough that I want to play it. And I probably should play a game that's in that style. And hey, Final Fantasy is a way for me to do so. Final Fantasy, I feel like, is a good franchise to apply to a wide variety of genres. I really like First Soldier a lot. I will probably try to throw something together for First Soldier. Nothing like crazy, but I'm a little light on content for the next month, so... And I want to focus on bigger projects, but I've just, again, been super busy, so I haven't had the chance to work on stuff. So probably in February, I'll probably try to put up some kind of... Maybe not like full video on the First Soldier, but just me talking about it a little bit, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that the, like, bosses were the same from the original Final Fantasy. I don't remember the... Oh, wait, that's right. Oh, God. Okay. I don't remember the rest very well, so... Oh, this is the shooting afterwards. We'll just not shoot immediately afterwards. Like, I don't know all the references. I know Garland. I know the 4 bosses or whatever, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure about the rest of it. Yeah, and like that's something I've always kind of wanted from them. Like, when Final Fantasy IV DS came out, I was just like, man, I would love for them to like really go out of the way to take like one of those old Final Fantasies and completely rework it essentially for modern era. For the modern era. Oh wait, no, that's bad. This is a bad start. Should I heal? Let's heal real quick. I think we should have enough to still fill up another meter, but I need to play it safe for a little while. Ow. I think it might be too far to really do any damage. Hey Joshua, how's it going? I hate that one. Ah, jeez. I guess just use medicine 3s for now. They're baby medicines, so I can feel okay about using them. I hate that move so much. Alright, I think we've hit the maximum on the recovery. Ooh, that was close. Liberate. But yeah, I really like the Final Fantasy like general themes and like I don't know how those games are like just the right amount of weird, and they always have like just the right amount of like new and different and unique stuff in it. Like Final Fantasy is definitely one of my favorite franchises because of that flexibility they have. But I think to some degree, like the fact that they were always focused on just like every Final Fantasy is basically a new game, right? The fact that they even focused on that just made it, you know, appealing to me from the start. So. Ow. Ooh. Maybe I should just stick to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's only the bottom part left. Oh boy. Should I save my parasite energy? I don't know how much damage is left. Probably not. Doing okay right now, at least. Oof. I say as I take damage. I wish I could tell how much health I had left. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Oh my gosh. This boss makes me angry. Oh, I might die. Like, it's so close. I don't want to just waste a bunch of energy. I hit the wall. Alright, I think the armor is done. Oh, it looks like my energy's recovering again, though. So I guess might as well. There we go. Alright, well, that didn't go terribly. What you been up to, Joshua? You get to round 1 recently? I need to go back to some arcades soon. I have a friend that's going to be visiting late February. So we'll probably spend a little bit of time at the arcade. Level Up Expo's at that time, so I'm not quite sure how much time we'll spend at Level Up Expo. Assuming the world is all, like, in a decent spot at that time. Let's just wait and see if we... Okay, I think we can use our liberation. Nope. Not quite. There we go. Can I liberate her still? I guess we'll try. Okay, yeah, I can. Yeah, I think we'll do it this time. I seem to be doing pretty alright. I'm also doing, like, 15 damage instead of 30 damage, so I think that's draining it a lot faster. I think I might have an item to get rid of stun, although maybe I got rid of it. Oh, I'm stuck now. Okay. Let me see. Actually, no. Get rid of stiffness, and then also use medicine 3. Okay, yeah, I don't know what to do with this. I guess to the top right corner would have been... Maybe I have to, like, just get to the other side of the corner that I'd be in. Okay, so we're gonna go to the top right corner. Alright, we dodged it that time. Okay. Defense down. Okay. New content. I think there's a third phase to this. I could be wrong. Oh yeah, Taiko no Tatsujin is really good. I need to play the Taiko RPG games. You're just gonna melt. Oh, there goes her chin. Hopefully okay. I feel like we burned through that pretty quickly. Even though I was, like, messing up, it was, like, not terrible, so... Day 6. The final day. I'm hoping this will be fairly short. Oh, yeah. Yes, I will save my progress. Thank you. Yeah, we'll just replace that one. Back to save file 1. Back home. Top of the file day, yeah. You know, part of me is like, I need to play that Majora's Mask 3DS remake. I'm never gonna play that Majora's Mask 3DS remake. Maybe eventually I'll play the Ocarina of Time 64 or the 3DS remake. Even that I don't know about though. The only reason that even like sticks in my mind is because I watch Ocarina of Time speedruns, but I don't watch speedruns of the 3D version. So, oh, no light, flashy, flashy. Go look at that light. Is that about what, Oscar? The Majora's Mask one, or? I know some people have problems with that version of the game. I don't know what the problems were, but... Struggle. Open that door. What are you gonna give me now? Is it another thing? Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, I had heard there were some problems with it. I don't know what the problems were. I know they tried to improve some of the, like, was it the tracking stuff with the notebook? I don't know if it was, like, successful in doing that. I do know Ocarina of Time, has, like, some weird Band-Aid fixes that don't make any sense. My favorite thing in Ocarina of Time on 3DS is the 9 to 5 rock, which is a rock they put at the bottom of the well in Kakariko Village so people can't, like, you know, clip their way down and get into the bottom of the well early. And they put a rock to block it off, basically, to prevent people from doing that. But they only did it in the daytime version of the map, not the nighttime version of the map. So if you come back at night, you can just go down there and go and like, you know, it's not like you can intentionally do so, but you can like, you know, glitch the game to let yourself get down below and get in there. And so it's called the 9 to 5 rock. And I'm just like, that's great. Like, I'm glad they even tried it just because, you know, it makes it a little more memorable. I'm always for, like, games being different in some ways like that, so... Even if it's, like, completely useless and meaningless, it's, like, fun to, like, have little differences between the games, so... Oh, just, like, storage. I don't think there's anything in my storage I'd want. Is there any items I'd want to take out? I think it's all medicine 1, medicine 2, yeah. Oh, I have a revive. I'll take a revive. Got space for that. I mean, maybe I should just take my medicines too. It's like, I can at least, like, mix it into shooting and stuff. I don't know if we're gonna have, like, a lot of time running around collecting stuff, though. Yeah, maybe we'll just do it. What's the harm? Worst case scenario, we deposit a bunch of medicine 1s. Or drop it around the map or something. I might want to check to make sure I have the right armor equipped, too. I only have 1 gun. Oh, what do we name our gun? Wait, what happened? Did I do this? Backspace, okay. Trying to think. Yeah, the vanilla playthrough stuff I think is definitely if I play through it, I want to play through it normally. Although, like, I have the bad habit of, like, I watch enough Ocarina of Time speedrun stuff that I want to do the weird stuff, and, like, I do not have the skill set to do it at all. So, like, it usually just ends up with me, like, back walking awkwardly and trying to do glitches I have no business doing. So, gun name. What would be a good gun name? How about... I like Mega Blorp. Let me put Mega Blorp. Man, I wish I could use the D-pad on this menu. Mega Blorp. I don't think we can... Oh, no, I don't think Mega Blorp will fit. How about this? No. Mega Burp. There we go. Oh, we have armor too. What do we want Aya to be wearing? How about Judo. Let's just do capital T, like, you know, like T-shirt. Naruto T. We'll put an E in there for good measure. Naruto T. Wearing her Naruto T-shirt. Although I think that's not the armor we're wearing. Alright, well, we have it in our pocket. That's what matters. I think I don't want to save right now. Maybe I do want to save. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I have a bunch of medicines, or at least one medicine one to throw out. So is it one of each of these, or is that the only thing I get? Oh, is this just like free stuff forever? Oh, okay, I don't have any more. Okay. Okay, well, we'll at least get rid of the ones. I think they gave me like 3 4s, so maybe I can get 2 more 3s. Is there anything else I want to toss? We got P, M, E. I think we have like a C, I think. Is that complete cure? Emma? Okay. Alright, we'll save with that. Yeah, free shirt, yeah. Hey, Alvy, how's it going? How you doing? Alright. Try this yet again. You haven't missed that much. We basically killed the boss I was stuck on last time, and then Eve just, like, melted. And then it was, like, day 6. And now we're on a boat. Alright. I was trying to think if Aya would be a fan of anything and wear, like, a graphic tee of any sort, but actually I can't think of anything. Oh, I'm not even moving this text. Auto text. Very important cutscene. Oh yeah? Did they do anything interesting there? I think they... Were they streaming something? Is it the new Loomis Avengers come out today? Is that right? Reminds me, I need to import my copy. Is somebody just gonna like catch fire in the middle of this? I was kind of hoping that the reveal that she'd still be alive is just one of those pilots just like exploding. Nice. I need to get my copy and give that a look. I need to. I'm curious. Do you know how long it is? I don't know if anyone's played through it entirely yet. So. Ooh. I don't like that. All right, there we go. Entire ship's on fire now. So wait, because it's the mitochondria, right? Like, is that the people catching on fire exploding, or is there something else on the ship catching fire exploding? Did they work with 8.4 again, or I don't know if they worked with 8.4 on Luminous Avengers or not. I know people had mixed feelings on them with Gunvolt 2, but I don't know if they're continuing to work with that. Figure just to some extent Matt's only one person, so. Although I think didn't they hire like a second dude like a couple years back? Might be longer than that now. I think he's been there a while. Run! I have to end this. Not voodoo stuff. I don't think I've ever heard like talismans be called voodoo stuff. Alright. Oh, they localized it in-house? Okay. Yeah, I figured after how people were kind of upset with 8.4 localization that they might focus more on that. Man, I do not like this. Okay, yeah, I haven't seen Andrew. I did meet Matt a couple times, I think. Oh my god, this baby is not sitting well with my stomach. All right. I guess just go ahead and liberate. Why not, I suppose? The damage is so high on Liberate, it's kind of crazy. Alright, time to spin. Oh, is he? Okay, he's dead already. Rip. Alright, now I'm gonna have to wait for my MP to come back. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Alright. Very good at dodging. Liberate again. Oh, I shot once on accident. Yeah, the damage output on this is ridiculous. I mean, admittedly, you don't get it till the, like, right before the final boss, so it's not like something you can just use throughout the game, or at least as far as I can tell. But yeah, it does feel a little a little overpowered for the bosses, but you know. All right, he's not dead yet. Oh, okay. Ouchie. Okay, so we'll do medicine 4. Shoot him a few times. Maybe only twice, because he gets really far out of the way pretty quick. Man, I don't know what to do for this. Maybe we can outrun it. But, oh, dang it. Let's try 2 shots. I might only be able to get 1 shot in, honestly. So let's try to do haste. We're gonna have to, like, do a weird way. We're gonna have to, like, go back around and this way again. Oh, no way. Oh, I might be able to get him twice. Ooh, ooh, oh, I got a revive on. Okay, cool. I need to switch armor. Put my Naruto t-shirt on. Ouchie. Well, that's not helpful. Once. Oh, God. I guess just liberate. I want to heal actually first. We'll use a heal 4, then we'll liberate. I don't know if this will only target 1. Oh, it's targeting that one at least right now. Oh, okay, it's hitting both of them. I did heal. I mean, yeah, it is a kind of big drawback, but like the damage output just switches. But yeah, I think if maybe it wasn't, if you didn't know about the like fatigue system like we didn't last time, I think that's where it really has its biggest faults, because once you burn your meter twice, it's done. You are out of parasite energy. I don't really know why they didn't explain that mechanic, or even why that mechanic exists how it exists. I don't know. Ultimate Eve. Alright. Ouchie. What's happening here? Ouch. 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 I don't really know how to dodge his melee attacks. You just need to stay further away. Parasite energy's almost full again, though, so... I don't really know how to tell where he's aiming with that, either. Alright. How many do we got in health? I could probably use another medicine 3. Liberate. Show them. There we go. I'm assuming we'll have to do liberate at least twice on them. Hopefully we can switch back to the other armor soon for the additional defense. I think we'll probably be fine unless he like does some weird damage that's different than usual, but no. Not again. Do I need to switch armor now? I'm gonna go ahead and switch armor, I think. I think we've been in our Naruto team for a little while. Oh, can I not switch right now? Alright, oh. I guess just maybe double medicine? Oh, my fatigue's not in place yet. Oh, that was an instant kill. That was rough. Maybe just one shot for now. Ouch. Okay, I think I can change armor now. Oh, I can't use double action. Okay. When you switch armor, you can't use double action is what it is. I guess just burn through medicine 3s for now. Oh man, I hate this move. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do on most of these moves. Alright, I guess we'll get closer, but yeah, I don't know if the insta-kill move is distance space or... Okay, so maybe just like move in really close on them. Confused? Okay. He has to kill again. That's a rough move. Like, without the revive, I don't know about that. That seems a bit cheap. I hope this kills him. I haven't been shooting him much at all, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. But I think we might be out of, like, revives. Nope, he's still going. Nope, okay, that was it. Is that dead? I don't like whatever that thing is coming out of his butt. the big looking thing. Nope. More boss. Oh. One damage. Don't use the phone. Go through the door, go left to the opening on the right, down the hall. Oh, okay. Let me load this up with like a notepad. I'll write it out step by step real quick. I really need to adjust my wiring setup because the mouse dying on me is killing me. Don't use the phone. Go through the door. Go to the left. Go to the opening on the right. Down the hall. Down the stairs. Through the door. Turn north. Go all the way down to the ladder. Oh god, there's more? How like how like specific is this electric? Like, is it just like if you mess up a single one of these steps, you're just dead? It seems rough. Nope, I didn't get it. I'll try it again. Copy. Use the control panel. Run down. Climb the ladder. Run down again. Keep running down. Go through the left door. Run up the stairs. Into the door on the right. All the way left. Like 20 steps. Okay, gotcha. Alright. Okay. What kind of healing do I got left? Not much. Maybe I should focus on using magic to heal for a little bit. Considering I can kind of get it back. Ready to shoot things? No. Damage does not seem like a lot. Didn't he give me a gun earlier? I've been having his like, gun just hanging out in my inventory. So should I just like run away? Basically just game faxing our way through these last fights. But this, I will be honest with you, this is a pretty extensive like boss rush of enemies in a game. I'm kind of surprised. I did heal Alex. Thank you though. Is it armor change time yet or not quite? I'm gonna move. Just survive? Okay, we'll just kinda kite around then. I think my armor is done. Put our Naruto t-shirt back on. Probably haste. Although I seem to be doing okay. There's a God Eater 3, the final boss for God Eater 3, we were stuck on for a little bit because it was not very clear what you needed to do. We thought it was just like survive maybe because the boss was like reducing all damage, but apparently you had to like jump into his chest basically. It was not very clear that you had to do that. I think what Electric's telling me, Alex, is that we need to use a different thing to win here. I mean, I could liberate. I think I just still do 1 damage per hit, so. Okay. 1 shot. Ouchie, ouchie. We'll heal and cast haste again. If it doesn't seem like it'll start anytime soon, we can maybe liberate. I think we'll probably do 1 damage per hit on the liberation. I'm guessing that like all damage is 1 to him, and that critical damage is maybe always double what your current damage is. Man, I wish haste lasted a lot longer in this game. I still think haste should have been like your default movement speed. All right. We'll try to liberate. See if that cues something. Yeah, it's 1 damage. He did glow there for a second. Okay. It seems like you did have to hit him a few times for the boss fight end. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I thought it was his hand going like this in the back. Like I thought the pilot was doing this for some reason, but it's Mida in the background. Daniel, you doomed us all. Oh, I thought we were gonna get CG cutscene Daniel for a second. Or are we going to? Oh, there he goes. Jesus Christ, Daniel. Oh no, Daniel. No. Oh yeah, he's in the water. He's fine. he's fine. Mitochondria can't burn in water. That's what they always told me on Yahoo Answers. Let's see here. Okay, we already got the gun equipped. Okay. Oh, the 9999. Oops. Heal. Maybe haste. We'll see. I think I'd rather just build with the healing. Oh no, he started burning because his mitochondria caught on fire in his body, I assume. That is my assumption of what was happening there. Oh yeah, now we gotta follow the guide to not die. Alright, let me throw this right here. I'll put it over my face. I don't need to look at myself. Now run like hell. If only Aya ran faster. There's gotta be something on this cruiser to get rid of this? Like, why would there be something on the cruiser to get rid of it? Do not use the phone. Something about it, like, moving really slowly just made me laugh. Go to the opening on the right. Down the hall. Wait. North of the junction. Okay. That was weird. It was like down the hall, down the stairs. I don't feel like I did that, but it's okay. We're all the way down the ladder. Use the control panel. Is this the control panel? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh, this one. Okay. Here he comes. We're in Hell's Kitchen? What? Then run down. Okay, I see. Can I... Okay, there we go. Climb the ladder. This ladder? Okay, there you go. I was pressing X on it, but I didn't feel like she was getting on it, so... Keep running down. Okay. And go through the door on the left. I would hate for this to, like, die during this scene. Jesus, he spawned quick. Hey, that's cheating. That's cheating. Why are you flying now? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I could 100% see me dying on this scene multiple times and me being very frustrated. Like, I get it, but put a save point before it at least. Alright, Daniel. Swim up there, I know you're alive. I don't know if I would believe that that would kill him when, like, your special anti-mitochondria bullets wouldn't. Just like, yeah, burn it really hard. Why is inside of me? I don't remember what we saw. Did they ever, like, single out her eye, ever? I don't remember them, like, really focusing on it at all. Oh, yes. Time for environmental storytelling. And by environmental, I mean about protecting the environment. Stop polluting. You are the mitochondria burning this earth. Yeah. Yeah, like Final Fantasy VII was a lot of the same stuff, if I remember correctly. So... Is that it? Is that credits? Nope, not quite yet. Oh yeah, I forgot he had a kid. Also, Daniel's clothes were perfectly fine there, despite him having caught on fire. Are we going to the opera with Daniel? Hello, Mida. Fireproof clothes, yeah. You go take tech, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe, like, if he's... I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about how fire works. Maybe it's fine. I'm sure it's just like, oh man, I love these real like PS2 looking model pre-rendered things. Where'd Daniel go? Oh, I was like, am I supposed to move? There he is. Bam. Daniel is huge compared to everyone else. I don't think I realized that. He is super tall. I'd have to go back and look. Like, didn't all the actors die on stage? Are these all like new models, or did they swap it out? I know Eve is different, but oh, excuse me. There's the fire. All standing up. Maybe. I don't. Is this a good ending? I mean, this is one of those games where I think the story goes exactly where you think it's gonna go, kind of thing. Like, I don't know if there's anything that would make the ending good or bad, per se, in this case. But I feel like it's a good, like, the story itself overall is presented well for what it is, kind of thing. I talked about it before, probably way too many times, with, the fact that I think that a lot of the stuff is grounded enough in reality where it's fairly easy to follow, which I think is, like, somewhat important. I forgot to put my Wii sensor bar back up, I'm just realizing. I'll need to set that up again. So I think, like, it is a well-made story. I don't know if, like, anything about the ending specifically would have, like, made me feel that differently. Daniel flying from a helicopter on fire and throwing bullets at you is pretty great. That's a pretty good ending, I feel like. So, oh, should I go look up the true ending on YouTube? And this ending seems reasonable, unless it's like you save Eve or something. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of like what you would do for a better ending other than just like Eve is still alive. My eyeballs. Oh no. Is this bad? Is this where the bad comes into play? Am I gonna catch the audience on fire now? All right. Yeah, the eye thing is maybe a little too vague for my tastes, I will say. I'm sure there's reasons for why their eyes light up. Spooky glowy eyes. And I assume maybe the true ending answers some of that, but... I'll probably at least look it up. I get when I was asking about looking it up on YouTube, it was like, should I play the bonus dungeon to get the ending is more of what it was, but I'll look it up later. Thank you, Charles Panetti, for your data conversion. I appreciate it. Battle main programmer. Scott Compton. Interesting. Interesting to see a Westerner name in like the actual development credits for that. I guess I'll have more adventures. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't feel like there's a lot of ties there left that I was waiting for them to work on further. So, like, if Parasite Eve 2 is its own thing, I'm perfectly fine with that. No one was it worth playing? I think games without canon endings are worth playing. I mean, I mentioned it before, but I like the Sword Art Online Hollow Fragment, like, story stuff. So, like, I think that game's worth playing despite it not being canon per se. Even though in my eyes it's more canon, maybe. St. John Cullen. Curious who these people were. Like, they're just contractors, or if they were working at a Japanese studio. Kyle Kirby. Mochi Tanaka. Hunsa Kim. I don't know what kind of name that is. Yeah, okay, there's like a bunch of Westerner... Oh, for map data design? I wonder if that was like for research of New York a little bit. CG Movie USA section. Interesting. I'm trying to remember how much like overlap this would have with like Final Fantasy VII CG. Because I remember the development of the CG stuff. Random voiceover. I remember the Final Fantasy VII CG like development stuff was all over the place and a nightmare. And this game is very consistent, so I don't know if this is made by the studio that's in Honolulu. Parasite Eve. I'm gonna guess it's just gonna say Square as the developer. Yeah. Thank you, Wikipedia. Oh my gosh, my mouse. I hope this doesn't give me too much trouble during the review because I'm gonna die. Okay, here we go. Parasite Eve consisted of both Japanese and American staff members, with a large part of the production taking place within the United States. Interesting. Looks like a Jeremy Parrish article from OneUp.com is sourced for this. I think it was archived. Let's see here. It's a good song. Oh, or maybe the post isn't archived. Might be dead. Well, that's interesting. I mean, I played the third game first, so... But it sounds like none of the games have any relationship to each other, so... Sounds like it's perfectly fine. I did what I did. I think maybe the biggest out of order thing I did was, I played, Snake Eater before I played Metal Gear Solid 2, but I don't think that really mattered. Because technically Snake Eater's a prequel. I'm sure there's like ties and stuff and things that would make more sense if you played Metal Gear Solid 2 first, but like the core story of Snake Eater is all pre Metal Gear Solid 2, so... Does the like write-in look alike, I guess? Playing Kingdom Hearts 2 before Kingdom Hearts 1? Yeah. Oh, Hashimoto, is that the same dude? Is that just the same name? think it's just the same thing. Just the same. Okay. Not the Hashimoto I know. Is this the Hashimoto? Okay, I desperately need to fix this setup. I think this is a different Hashimoto that I'm looking at. Even more different from the Hashimoto that I was looking at previously, or thinking about, so. What is on screen right now? Sleepers Wake. Was that a song thing? I didn't see the whole text for it. Cody Rambo. Yeah, the eye thing was weird. What is the popular theory on the eye thing, Electric? I assume her mitochondria are also bad, just infect people in different ways, basically. Allows them to see things. Clayton. There you go. Square Electronic Arts. That's what I want to see. Curious how big of a company how big that group was. Square Electronic Arts. Oh, excuse me. Some of the movers that, I was thinking about the Electronic Arts thing since they mentioned it, but some of the movers we had were talking about Elden Ring a little bit. They're like, you see that, man? Can't wait to play me some Elden Ring. Yeah, I'll definitely go look at it later and just see what it is at the very least. Anything else? Any post-credit scenes? We're just gonna get that title screen, the quiet title screen. Oh, bonus points! Alright. Is there like a new game plus or something, or? EX round 2. Interesting. So I guess that counter probably goes up every time you play through it. Insert disc 1. Alright, I assume I don't need to really insert disc 1. I assume that is just it saying if you want to go back to start the game again, please insert disc 1. Correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, gosh. I'm glad that worked out. I was worried after last week. I was like, oh, I hope we don't have 3 weeks of me trying to beat this boss. Ugh. So, assuming there's nothing else on disc 1, it's that time. You know it. You love it. It's review time. I'm going to tell you right now, I built this review stuff out like 2 weeks ago. I have not looked at it since. So, if anything's broken, let me know. If you guys like don't hear anything or anything like that. So, I think it's going to be under looking at stuff. Hello. All right. Cool. This is, I don't know if you guys heard me. The first thing I said was like, let me know if something seems weird. So thank you for catching that immediately. So, all right. Yeah, I was saying though, I got the impression maybe most people in here did not like care that much for Parasite Eve. I could be wrong, but all good now. Let me, well, before I forget. All right, I should be here too now. All right. All right, don't look at that. Don't look at that. Okay, all right. There we go. Audio is added to everything. I just want to do it all before I forgot. Don't look at my took it all candle and whatever mess is going on back there. All right, let's start over again. Parasite Eve. The good. We said great music so far. I confirmed good music. I would agree. I think the only thing I'll say about music is I probably won't like super remember the soundtrack for this game other than the police station, but it was a good soundtrack, I think. Presentation is great. I need to scroll back up. I think I lost some of the stuff you guys got. So, Mr. T, you said unique hybrid. Unique hybrid battle system. And just put that there right now. I might contest that from you, Mr. T, but I just want to put the point on the screen real quick. Overall style is good. Yeah, I would agree that the models look good too. So we'll kind of sum that up as like impressive vision, something like that for now. While I scroll back down here. Okay. So, great music. I think I can live with that. That's easy enough. Impressive visuals. Let me also just roll back to that before I start talking about the combat here. I do think the graphics are nice. I think there's like maybe something that's more than that though, right? I don't want to just say impressive visuals because I think that just implies like technically a good looking game per se. What would you like call the presentation of this game? Kind of thing. Like in my mind, I'm saying noir presentation, but it's not noir. Like it does like have a particular feel to it that I think is good. I'm trying to think of what that would like a better way to describe that, I think. And maybe I'm overthinking it too much. Well, maybe we'll just stick with impressive. Better than Final Fantasy VII. In terms of visuals, for sure, yeah. It definitely feels like way more polished than Final Fantasy VII visually. Maybe we just stick with impressive visuals, but I feel like we probably... Neo-noir? Yeah, neo-noir's... I feel like neo-noir might be like a good description of what I'm thinking about. I always like hesitate a little bit when we just say like good thing because the list is good. Neo-noir. Is neo-noir like fairly accurate, do you guys think, or? It seems like the definition online is very vague of just like this particular era of filmmaking is what it is. And as you guys all know, I don't know anything about films. But you could say, okay, let's say like neo-noir presentation. Okay. And then I think maybe we could actually bust out the like well-detailed character models, or detailed character models. I think this, like, the character models in this game do look pretty nice, even for PlayStation. Like, they all seem like they have a lot of attention to. All right, hybrid battle system. I will agree. Do I agree? Let me think about this. I don't think the battle system is bad, but I also don't think it's good, which makes me not want to mention it on this list. There are things about the battle system I do not like. I may lean more towards the battle system is not interesting, which makes it bad to me. The concept of the battle system, I think, is interesting, but when we think about like how it's actually implemented, I think that was a really big disappointment to me. It's definitely very novel for the time. However, one thing that Mr. T brought up in the initial stream we did was that it plays like Quest 64, and I 100% see that. And I think Quest 64, as shallow as it could be at times, is not only a game that plays very similarly, but also feels better to play. Well, maybe it doesn't feel better to play. Does it feel better to play? Probably not, just because of how... does it feel better to play? It might feel better to play. Like, not that we're doing a direct comparison, but like I think about the Quest 64 battle system and what that was doing, and I think that was cool. And I feel like Parasite Eve is just gun. That is what this battle system feels like, is do you want to shoot a gun? And like, yeah, I want to play a Square Enix game where you shoot a gun. That's what I feel like this game is from a combat perspective. It's just like, guns are cool, yeah. That is my feeling on it, and I'm not sure. I feel like that concept, and it's not communicated through the bullet points, so maybe not. Maybe this wouldn't be a good way to place to put it. But I feel like the concept of just shooting for RPG like, kind of fits into the neo-noir part of it, as it is like a neo-noir RPG, right? It's like a unique setting for an RPG. Like, the setting and concept is cool, right? Obviously, you could have had, like, something where most of the time Io was using a police baton and, like, was shooting guns only as specials or whatever, and we didn't get that, and I don't think that would be better. But I feel like the whole fact that it is so focused on guns really just kind of comes down to the setting itself, and it doesn't really amount to anything in the gameplay. And it's not bad, it's just underwhelming, I think. Does that make sense? I do very much hesitate. Like, I would be interested to hear what makes the battle system, what makes it a good battle system, I guess. And I think maybe the trouble I'll have with that is that I like more complicated battle systems, where this is more, for all intents and purposes, is just an attack and spell kind of battle system, right? You do move. Although I feel like the moving is so slow that, like, it felt not... The one thing it does better than Quest 64 in that combat system is, like, Quest 64 restricts your movement in a way that felt like it was really hard to dodge attacks sometimes, and this game gives you full access. But I don't feel like a lot of the moves in the game feel like they were made for Aya's movement. Her default movement, haste, is a bit different, but even with haste, it was hard to dodge certain things. And I wish there was more communication about when certain moves would trigger from a boss. Like, what is the range at which they do these different types of attacks? One of the streams went down for a second. I don't know which one. I just saw the stream count drop down for a second. From 2 to 1. I kind of wish there's, like, more information about range. I feel like there just needed to be more information about the battle system in general. Like the Parasite Eve, exhaustion system, the only way we knew about that was through somebody coming in and telling us. Like, I don't think that's conveyed in the game much. Siphon filter clone, yeah. So, like, I would hesitate to say it's a bad combat system. I think it's perfectly fine. But I think what's cool about it is the presentation of it. I think it is more about just how they implement the setting and concept of it rather than like an actual mechanical thing. Sorry, Electric Berry, what do you disagree about? Or are you disagreeing to the siphon filter clone with PE mechanics? I'm not sure what I wanted out of this game, honestly. Like, I like everything else about it, but the combat, I think, is really a sticking point for me. And the appeal is that you have all of them at once. Okay. What do you mean by all of them at once? Like all of the access to all the spells and stuff at once, or They did that on the PSP though, Alex. that is the Mind Jack Parasite Eve game that we all so desired. Part of me wonders if we should stream Mind Jack sometimes. I want to stream Mind Jack a little bit. How long is Mind Jack? The important questions. What would you, Electric Barrier, feel would be a good statement on this bullet point, do you think? Maybe that's a good place to start. Because I feel like I want to compromise and add something about the combat. But I hesitate a little bit. Why am I on the Wikipedia forever? I want to go to How Long to Beat for Mind Jack. I can play Binary Domain at some point. 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours. Okay. Maybe like a couple streams, 2 to 3 streams for that. The adventure game stuff I will give you for sure. Yeah, it does feel like a kind of like it feels more like a Resident Evil game, and it's like world exploration for sure. And that is like kind of a unique combination with RPG mechanics, right? Like, I don't know of many games that were, or any games after that would do that kind of like adventure RPG setup. So maybe what we're talking about is not maybe the battle system specifically. Maybe we're talking about the complete experience of what the gameplay is. Does that make sense? Because I feel like if we're talking about inventory management, traversal, and then real-time combat, the 3 things we're highlighting here, we're really talking about those maybe as a combination rather than individually. A unique combination of mechanics. Maybe like just genre? Unique genre combination? I feel like when we say mechanics, it lands a little too close to like battle mechanics specifically. Because I wouldn't say like there's something about the world design that's a mechanic. It's just kind of the structure of it and how they present things, right? Multi-genre gameplay. Maybe something like that. I think that is, unless you guys disagree, I think that is a good place to hone in on maybe, is the fact that you do have that like survival horror element and the RPG element. And those are kind of two separate things, but I don't think those things combine into like a battle system specifically with that. Yeah, mixed genre or something like that. Mixed genre. Maybe like this? Mixed genre design? Admittedly, every video game is a mixed genre design these days. So maybe as much as I don't like using the word unique, maybe we do keep that a little bit. Or maybe distinct. Like, because even though there's a lot of games that do mix genres, I don't think you see a lot of games that do this particular mix. Does that make sense? Distinct. How do we feel about that? I think, Mr. T, you mentioned the battle system earlier too, right? Does that feel good to you? Or are we completely off base of what you're looking for on that? Oh, I don't have chat on screen. I'm sorry. Let's see here. Do I have chat? I do not have chat. Let me do that. That's gonna be a browser source. Yeah. There you are. How do I want to do this? Maybe just like do something like this. Like top 3 messages, fine. That. Yeah, for its time, for sure. I think that this is something definitely rare for its time as well. But I do think it, like, even today, it does have a combination that's not done. If you guys are cool with the word distinct, I will leave it at that, I think. I do think I want to touch on the story a little bit. So if you guys are done with the gameplay and stuff, I think story would be the next thing. I think really what I want to highlight is the fact about, like, maybe it's just grounded, but it is grounded in a way that's, like, understandable, but it's still, like, interesting to listen to. Just think about that police station music. Which maybe I should, for these reviews, have like the actual game music in the background. I don't know. It would be more to set up though, for sure. I mean, I feel like grounded story is a little bland in terms of wording. But I think in the case of like Parasite Eve specifically, when I think about the third birthday, I'm like, that is a story that is just completely out there. From my memory, I'm just like, what is even happening in this game? And I feel like this is something that you can like follow and enjoy, so. Yeah. It seems to like... I like some of the concepts of it. Yeah, it is as grounded as the story can be for what it is, for sure, right? But yeah, like the stuff with like Daniel jumping out of a helicopter and catching on fire and throwing bullets, that's great. And I feel like there are multiple points in the game about like that have those kind of things in there. Maybe not that extreme, but that was, I think, maybe the culmination of all those aspects of the game that kind of add up. You think like pulpy is a good way to describe it? Let me look at the definition of the word pulpy. I don't know. Well, minus the, you know, actual pulp. Would be like Pulp Fiction or something like that? Or is Pulp Fiction a movie? That's a movie, apparently. Pulpy? What is the exact meaning of pulpy? Sensationalist, poor quality, trashy. Smooth, soft, wet. Is pulpy a positive phrase? These seem like negative words. Like all these are like a thrill or a movie focus on with a garish focus on sex and violence. A pulpy TV thriller. I like the orange juice comment. Thank you, Oscar. I feel like the story is like not super memorable, Alex, but I think it's fine. Like, again, I think it's more about the delivery of it more than what's actually happening. I think the delivery is strong. Pulp magazine. Run-of-the-mill, low-quality literature. I mean, I guess this, you could say it's kind of that, right? It is kind of straightforward. But Maya Brea exists, probably. So is it like a bad thing to put pulpy? It's like grounded in pulpy story. I don't know. It's listed under good, so it's like a good. Like, I don't know if that's descriptive enough. Do you think that's fine? Grounded in pulpy story. Cheesy? Is it cheesy? I guess it is. Daniel flying out of the helicopter, catching on fire and throwing bullets is probably pretty cheesy. Grounded in pulpy story. Does that make sense with what I got on screen right now? Is that the good of this game? Kind of like a flavor. Okay. I mean, I probably like pulpy based off the description, to be honest with you. It's just like the definition itself looked fairly rough, but all right, we'll stick with grounded and pulpy then. I think that's probably good. I just wanted to make sure we're using the right word for that. So as long as that's a good word that fits, I think I'll probably be fine. I'm gonna touch my microphone real quick because there's like a little bits of dust on there. So sorry if you hear that. Just wanted to take it off there because it was big enough that I could see it. Any other of the goods before we move on? Let me see. Let me make sure it fits. It's gonna be final review. Yeah. So I think that's probably the most bullet points we'll get in there, but I want to make sure nobody else wants to touch on anything else before we move on to the bad. I'll go ahead and get the bad up here on screen. If there's anything else you want to do for the good, let me know. All right. The bad. What is bad about this video game? I'm gonna take my I think the combat is very repetitive. Super Pulp Fiction? Gotcha. It definitely doesn't feel like a B movie like Resident Evil does, but it feels definitely like straightforward. Do you guys have any problem with my repetitive combat? Stiff and sluggish base stats. Can you, I know it's hard in text, Alex, but can you try to explain a little bit more what you mean by base, sluggish base? Repetitive music. Oh no. Is the music repetitive? I'm a little concerned about putting repetitive music on after we just said great music. Slow character speed, yes. Slow pace. Slow movement speed. I was gonna say slow pace, but then I thought maybe that would mean the story pacing would be slow, which I think this game actually moves pretty quickly, so. I don't know if anyone else agrees with you here, unfortunately, Alex, on the music. I think the music's probably pretty good. Really? Does anyone else feel that way about the music? It didn't bother me, but... While I wait for you guys, let me think if I can think of anything else to add on to this list. There you go, Oscar. I filled it in for you. But it was just the issue with the games this era. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm used to it too, Electric, because like the music stuff didn't really jump out at me much. You know, that's the true problem with all games of this era, is that none of them had GACT in it. No PS1 games with GACT in it, unfortunately. The endings, yeah, like you said, ending a little weird. Like, the ending, I don't know if I'd say the ending's bad, but it is just kind of like, okay. Spooky eyes, oh. Spooky eye ending. Ending a little. Spooky eye ending. Spooky eye ending. Is that what? Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, spooky eye ending. Oh. I think if we put spooky eye ending, GACT will have to go. Only have one joke bullet point. I think that is our allowance per review. Needs more GACT. Okay, I see what you mean, Alex. There was not a lot of variety in the soundtrack in terms of what they played throughout it. I feel like somebody else mentioned that as well during the stream. Maybe it's not repetitive. I'm a little afraid of using the word repetitive with the music, especially when we said it's good. Like, I don't want to describe the music as repetitive. I think I want to describe the use of the music as repetitive. Does that make sense? Because I don't think the music itself is repetitive. But maybe it's just like the soundtrack isn't diverse enough. If that's, I don't personally feel that way a ton, but like if there are multiple agreements on that with the soundtrack, I can definitely add that on to that, I think. Overused songs might be a good way to describe it. Let me add that on for now. Overused. Some songs overused. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I was thinking about the last boss fight as well, Alex. I'm not 100% sure on that one yet, but... Alright, GACT. We'll sacrifice GACT tonight. I'm sure GACT will come back. This review has not enough GACT now. So, obtuse design, pixel hunt stuff, the whole chase thing at the end. Sometimes it was figured out. Yeah, you're right about the dungeon pacing, with like the encounters being a little excessive. Although I feel like it's not that the combat or the I don't think I'm The game actually feels a little light on encounters, I feel like. I just think it's the combat is really slow, is the thing. If I were to say anything, because like every encounter you get into just feels very long. But maybe I'm wrong about that. I feel like the pixel hunt stuff kind of comes with the survival horror genre in general, though, as well. Let me see. Is there anything I would want to pick out about that? Sometimes it's tough to figure out where to go. Encounters book up. There's the instant kill, death stuff. That's for sure. Like, yeah, there is some weird design with that stuff. I feel like the save points were fairly fine. Ill-advised design choices. Yeah. Maybe because that was like stuff that was like fairly common back then. Maybe like dated design choices, like maybe because it hasn't aged well, right? I think there's enough save points generally. If I'm gonna criticize anything, I think it will be the insta deaths and lack of the ability to skip cutscenes. But like that, the lack of the ability to skip cutscenes is a very common thing in this era as well. So I don't know if I want to focus too much on that. Which I think is kind of where I'm kind of leaning into the maybe we don't need to talk about the design that much, but yeah, I don't know. I always kind of play this like I feel like back and forth of like how much I want to review a game based off when it came out versus when it like when we're playing it now kind of thing. Can't lose at least 30 minutes of progress. I don't know if I agree with you, Electric, but in the case of this particular game, I don't think there was any real problems with that. Again, outside of skipping the cutscenes. I feel like the game generally gave you enough save points. I think there was like one point in time that I was like, I don't know where the next save point is. And I think if I recall correctly, I went back and like there's a room I didn't turn off into that had a save point. So I think in this case of this game, I'm okay with the number of save points and checkpoints and stuff. But I think I'm okay with that. But I don't think the combat was generally, except for the end of the game, I don't think the game was challenging enough to really be a problem if that was the case. I think. I feel like I missed something on here. So we got the slow movement speed. We can agree on that, I think. Some songs overused. Gotta agree with Alex on that one, at least. And I think I can see what he's saying, and I think somebody mentioned that before in the stream. Repetitive combat, it sounds like that might be my only thing there. I don't know if I'm willing to give up repetitive combat, though. And then Oh Spooky Eye ending, which is Oscars, which is very important. Lack of movement options. I think we could roll that into, like, the slow movement speed. Aya is slow and cumbersome, maybe? Something like that. I don't even know what Parasite the maximum is, actually. Parasite with a Y. Oh, I recognize this. The guy with the hand. I do not remember anything about this, but I recognize him at the very least. Like a Resident Evil 4 style monster going on there. Oh, some of this character design I kind of like. Okay. I don't think I care much for the tentacle-y stuff, but like some of the characters I think look nice. I like how just like all these pictures have people with like zombie hands going on. Interesting. Yeah, the ending. Do we need to highlight the ending? I think probably. The fact that we had to like specifically abuse liberation to really get a lot of progress, I think, is a big thing. Okay. So, what were we doing? We're talking about the design a little bit. That was kind of the thing. Kind of like, say we can kind of wrap that into some of the final boss stuff. Like maybe. How about something like this? Something like this? I don't like how it looks, but some unfair design. I think that sums up a lot of little things that like would maybe not like deserve a complete point, but you know, just the age of some of these things of how they're designed, also the some of the pacing or the difficulty spikes towards the end. Like I feel like we could probably wrap that up into like that one of just like some unbalanced, unfair design kind of thing. Maybe something along those lines. I really like reading "Oh, spooky eye ending." Oh, so every time I look at it, I just start like giggling a little bit. Yeah, I can understand why they designed the end of their game like that, but yeah, I think they need a save point or like some way do that. Okay, is that it? Let me double check that looks right. I'll fix that in a second. But is that oops. Is that our unmemorable story? Unmemorable story. I don't know if I agree with you, Alex, and I don't know. I think Electric Barrier kind of contested that a bit. Is there a way we could work that in? I mean, I don't think the story isn't unmemorable. Actually, like, if anything, I feel like I probably absorbed more of this story than most other, like, Square Enix games. Like, I feel like I understand, like, I still remember the whole thing with the mitochondria and all that stuff. Like, that is all straightforward enough for me to follow. And, like, Eve getting a transplant to, like, that or both of them getting a transplant. The one thing I was maybe a little unclear of just like with the transplant stuff was like what was happening to who and when was kind of the weird thing. Like I don't really understand Maya's like involvement and Aya's mom, but like all that stuff seemed like it just didn't really matter that much. Like what you really just need to know is these two girls got stuff shoved into them of a person that had these mitochondria things going on or whatever. I forget what caused it. But like I don't think that was important. I think the important thing was just saying these two characters have a link and they had these like organs transplanted into them kind of thing. But like I feel like the story itself in terms of like what happened between point A to point B or whatever it is, I think I understand and remember all of that pretty closely. And like I more so than other Square Enix games, feel like I remember the explanation of why these certain things were, again, because I think it kind of comes back to the grounded statement with that, just like is grounded in something that, you know, I learned in school and like can be like, oh yes, I know mitochondria as a name, and like you explain this concept to me is kind of making me remember how mitochondria work to some degree. Obviously, I know they're not going to catch people on fire, but like I was like, oh yeah, that's like where you generate energy and stuff for a cell and all that stuff. So I think it's probably, yeah, I think I would say, if anything, it's just a little, how do I put this? What happens in the story doesn't really stand out to me. Like, I feel like nothing in the game really made me go like, oh, that happened kind of thing, right? Like it's like every step of the way, I'm like, yes. I understand you've been leading up to this. I understand that. The eye thing out of nowhere was a little weird, but I'm just like, okay, sure. Oh, spooky IO. But like, I feel like along the way, it maybe hit too many of the bumps that you kind of expect. But isn't that kind of where, like, I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't really know the definition of pulpy, but to some degree, I think pulpy is that kind of like, it's not saying much of anything. It's just kind of, why am I doing a bump motion over and over again? But like, it's not, I think what I'm trying to say is like, it's not spiking up and down. It's just like, it's like there's little bumps in the road and you expect every single one of them. And those bumps don't amount to nothing, but they are just little bumps along the way. Does that make sense? Like, I think yeah, and like the imagery and stuff for Electric Barrier is cool, but like when we talk about like and the Daredevil jumping on the thing and exploding, I think that falls into that kind of like more extreme presentation of it, or maybe the pulpy aspect of it to some degree. But I don't think that really says like, I don't think that story really goes anywhere interesting. It's just what happens in those moments is maybe a little extreme and jumps out a little bit. Like the imagery of the Statue of Liberty crying the ooze or whatever, right? And those kind of moments. They're big moments, but I don't think they that those moments contribute to the story as much as they contribute to the moment, right? Like, it makes this scene interesting, but it doesn't make the story interesting in that regard. That doesn't mean it's not good, but I just think it means that the story goes where we expect it to go, but how it goes about going through it is maybe a little... is jumps out, right? It's what's happening in those scenes, not the ultimate results of those scenes, I feel like. Does that make sense? Yeah, it probably, Alex, one thing that probably doesn't help is I don't like read on stream either. So like you guys are reading it at the pace I'm reading it. So like if you're slower paced or faster paced, maybe that would come into play too. And I'm the one staring at the game where you guys are maybe multitasking and stuff. So that could also be a part of it too, to keep in mind. But yeah, I think that's probably where I settle with it. And I don't think it's really something that, I don't think it's something that's bad about the game. And I think this kind of falls into like the grounded pulpy stuff. Like I think it's fine that it's that, because if it's focusing on different things, in my opinion, it's not focused on making some crazy story that jumps out at you. And I think that's maybe where I have problems with the third birthday, of just like the ending of that game. I'm just like, what is happening? I don't understand. Yes, it's like there's these like quick turns being thrown on you of just like, this person is this person and you don't really know who you are and all this stuff. But like, not in a like, oh, I had stuff like input my body, but like literally you might be a different person kind of thing, right? Try not to get too spoilery about it, but like there is stuff going on that's weird about the third birthday. And even by the end of that game, I don't really fully understand it. And the circumstance in which the events happen is ridiculous as well. It's pretty crazy. So I would say the third birthday, and maybe this is why you might like it better, Alex, is like that game goes places with its story. Does it do a good job of it? I think I would disagree on that part, but it does try some interesting things. I need to stop doing this bump motion. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I think Electric Barrier's got it for the most part. Like it doesn't need to be a good story per se for what it's trying to do. And I feel like the third birthday loses some of that, and then gains more of the more like, twist Square Enix storytelling. Yeah, it gets really wild from the third birthday, and I think that's just a different type of thing that game is doing. This feels more like maybe something along the lines, I think what Electric Barrier said earlier, where it is more like Resident Evil, but maybe not nearly as campy as Resident Evil. This feels like somebody is not like trying to make something so bad it's good. They made something that's good, and they put that kind of like ridiculously in it, and like everyone who's watching knows it's ridiculous, right? But it's not like, like, admittedly there's no voice acting in this game, but like it doesn't feel like something that is like trying really hard to just be like this weird nonsense thing. But yeah, which I think is just a personal preference thing, right? I would say I personally prefer what this game does story-wise versus Parasite Eve, or Third Birthday. But you know, I think Third Birthday does interesting things with its story as much as I don't personally appreciate it that much. And maybe I would today. I just remember the end of that game being like, what is happening? What is going on? And that was kind of one thing I really liked about this game, is that I didn't have those moments of just being like, I can't follow anything anymore. I'm just gonna have to sleep on this, and then when I sleep on it, I still don't know. So I think what we have here is good. I think we'll move forward with this, and I think this will be good for now. But we did talk about it at the very least, so you know, when the community review goes up, the discussion will be there. Okay, so I need to move the bad here a little bit real quick, so let me do that. Just to give us a little bit of space. There we go. A little bit of space. I'm gonna cover it up a little bit, but that's okay. I'll be disappearing at some point. All right, score time. I haven't even thought about my score here. Okay. What are we thinking? What are we feeling score-wise, guys? Let you guys start first. Let me think about my score. I think I know what I want to do. But I want to know what you guys want to do first. before I say too much. 4 out of 5. 4 stars from Mr. T. 2.5 or 3. Alex, a little higher than I thought you'd give it on that, with the 3 at the very least. I think Alvy and Oscar, you guys have feelings? Joseph, I don't know how much you got to watch. Or Joshua, sorry. Just 3.333. Okay. Maybe 3. Wow, Alex, that is high. For what you're thinking. This is, yeah, okay. 3.5s. 3.5s. So we got 2 4 stars. Oscar's 3.33. A 3.5 from Alex. 3.5 to Alvy. Well, I think at the very least we're going to be doing 3.5. So let's move that there real quick. It does sound being generous. I think I'm at the 3.5 level too. When I'm playing this game as a whole, I mostly feel like the 4-man over here. I mostly feel like smile, happy, yes. When I'm doing the combat of this game, I think I fall between like the 2-person and the 3-person. But I think I fall closer to the 3-person than the 2-person. Like, I think the combat is fine. It's repetitive, sure. But I think it's fine enough for what it's doing. And when we think about the combination of mechanics as a whole, it does make it go closer to 3, if we think about it that way, at the very least. So I think, Oscar, you might be the lowest one here. For Oscar and Alex. So there's good and bad moments, yeah. I think this is it. Is this good? Is it time to lock it in? I think it's time to lock it in. I'm gonna go away. I feel good about my time here. And then for the rest of you, unless somebody wants to get in under the last moment here, please, what do you say during the wedding? It's like speak now or forever hold your silence or something like that. I don't remember. Let's go. Okay. Let's see if this is working properly. So let me see. So I think, okay. We're gonna give it a shot. All right, here we go. Oh, I forgot to put the chat away. Ah! Forever hold your peace. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Well, it's too late. You can no longer speak, or we have decided the ultimate review of Parasite Eve. It's done. I think we talked a lot about this game. I could be wrong. But I think we spent a lot of time chatting about this. I had to go back and look how long it was, but I feel like we went maybe like 40 to 50 minutes. Please insert disc one. Do you guys want to check out Xenogears real quick? Might as well Sonic and the Black Knight again. Yeah. let me grab Xenogears. Please insert the Xenogears disc. All right. Are you ready to see Xenogears in 1440p? Probably you guys on stream won't like benefit from the 4K stuff at all, really. Because of how I display it all, but you know. I don't know what else is on this disc actually. I think only playable demo on here is Xenogears. Yeah, I think I do really want to play Parasite Eve too. I don't know when we'll play it, but I think I will play it. How long is Parasite Eve 2? Oh, the Parasite Eve. 12 hours. Okay, I think that's a little longer than we spent on this game. Although I did like have to restart a bit. Okay, we got interactive play. Excuse me, gamers. Do you remember when PlayStation released interactive play discs? Brave sensors opening video. All right, let's check out this Final Fantasy VIII development footage. I wonder how close to final this is. I wonder if we'll get a clip of the dude from the Final Fantasy VIII demo disc who like is screaming while on a machine gun that they took out. That is like my favorite thing from this game is the dude like just screaming on a machine gun, and they removed it. I think they put like Quistis in his place. I don't know how you pronounce her name. Quistis? Quistis? Quistis. I need to replay Final Fantasy VIII at some point. I don't think it will ever happen, but okay. Here's the scene. Or at least that, yeah, there he is. They didn't show him screaming, but that was the dude. That scene with the dude on the machine gun is not in the final game. It's the teacher instead. But there's like a moment where he like opens his mouth. He's like, ah! The bouncer was better than I expected. It was simultaneously worse and better than I expected because the first playthrough of the bouncer, I was like, I'm not into this very much from my memory. I think the big thing was just the lack of sound, which is funny. Or not the bouncer, sorry, the Quiet Man. First playthrough of the Quiet Man, I was not super into. Second playthrough of the Quiet Man, really good. I think if they just had the second playthrough, it would have been cool. Like, obviously you have the gimmick, and then that gimmick probably sold me on it. But still, I think with the sound effects and stuff, it was better. I think if they had a better way to represent like melee hits. Are we gonna get the screen? Nope, no screen. If they had a better way to like give you physical feedback on those melee hits, it would be better. But instead, you get that like really like kind of noise, and it just didn't really work. And I think the dialogue's great, so yeah, 8's one of those contentious ones. All right, Musashi time. I really should play this game. I very briefly played it at a friend's house once, but pogo stick. This is one of those games that I'd pirate if I'm going to, because I'm pretty sure it's pricey. Although it might be on PlayStation 3, on like the PlayStation Store. I had to double check on that. I was not a huge fan of Left Alive, Alex. I don't know if I'd call that game bad, but I would call it unremarkable in a lot of ways. That was kind of short. Wait, are there two Bushido? What? This menu's weird. Oh, okay, I see. So it's just four things. All right, we only have 4 things going on here. I see. It is not a PlayStation Classic. That means I get to make it a PlayStation Classic for my PlayStation Classic by putting a laser to a disc. Never played Bushido Blade 2. Oh, man. Maybe we should play Kengo. Kengo. I really loved what little we played of Kengo. It is on Vita? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I'll definitely, if I can buy it officially, I will buy it officially, for sure. If I ever commit to it, I'll do the research. I will probably never commit to it, and I'll probably never do the research, so. 1's great. I know people don't like 2 as much. Oh, no. A little smirk when he's on fire. I mean, I would definitely play it if I tried it. I don't know. I don't remember if this is on PlayStation Network either. I assume pretty much any Square Enix game from this era is probably going to be pretty pricey. So my assumption is I will not be able to buy a copy of Bushido Blade 2. But I was able to buy a copy of Bushido Blade 1. I played Bushido Blade whenever I started streaming, actually, which I think was 2018. Maybe? So. Alright. But yeah, I've got Kengo, so let me play the Bushido Blade I have at home first before I go to McDonald's and get Bushido Blade 2. Alright. I wonder where they're going to start you on this. Machines. A new chapter. Oh, man. Elaborately planned world. I have to go back and look at these text things later. Oh, yeah, they both fell pretty hard. Well, maybe. I mean, Bushido Blade is a weird game as is. Like, I don't know if a Bushido Blade would be considered as great today. There's the cross. Like, if you just played it, it would definitely be like, I think it would be treated as an interesting game. I don't think it would have as big of a reputation as it did if it came out today. But I think people would like be like, oh, this is interesting. Because I think I would hesitate to say Bushido Blade's a good game at times, but I do think it's a fun game for sure. And it's definitely like a unique concept, or a neat concept at least. So, yeah, it feels pretty unique thing. I think there are a couple of games who have done similar things, but I guess what I mean, Oscar, is like I don't know if it would be as highly regarded in the modern era. Maybe. I mean, I could be wrong about that, but I think people would like it and think it's unique still for sure. Gears has anime cutscenes in it, I'm pretty sure. Not a lot, I don't think, but yeah. We'll play Kengo. The secret Bushido Blade Smash game. What's going on here? Can I play the video game, please? Please? Oh, wait. What is happening? Oh, I'm stupid. X. I'm pressing start and circle. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Is this gonna be the opening cutscene of the game? Forget how long this was. This looks like the beginning of the game. This is a weird spot. Like, if the trial is from the beginning of the game, I feel like it's kind of a bad spot to put you, because the beginning of the game is not particularly exciting. I don't know how much I want to play the beginning of the game. If that's the case, we'll see. Yeah, I have played through this title. It is not my favorite, but I do think it's okay. I think it's fun to play through. I can definitely understand why this would make a big impact on somebody. I think one of the downsides for me is I played Xenosaga first, and a lot of the things in this game like showed up in Xenosaga later. This game definitely has more ambition than, like, as much as I am about to say this, like, this game definitely has more ambition than Xenosaga, I think, in a lot of ways. But Xenosaga is a game that already has too much ambition, so this, like, feels even more so, I think, as a game.
Confirming. No good, nothing happened. Omega 1, they are attacking. We can't stop them. 98% of our weapons have been taken over. The autopilot system Faust has been...
It's a very flashy opening, for sure.
Space logic is being rewritten. Ergo area is increasing.
I gotta play through Summerbringer at some point. Ugh.
Switching to space displacement mode. Alpha 1, confirming transfer of...
I need to play through Summerbringer before the next Xeno game. That is going to be the goal I set to myself, at the very least.
So they're planning on attacking. Engine room. Activate the emergency sealing system. Engine room. Engine.
Just doesn't say like ye shall become gods or something like that.
See that all civilians and passengers are safely transported to the escape shuttles. I will send a dispatch after evacuation is
Or
complete.
ye shall be as
I am
gods.
evacuating the ship. All of you, evacuate now.
Evacuate the ship immediately. All passengers please board the shuttles in a calm and orderly fashion.
Looks really good. There's a I think it's Angelique on PCFX is like you shall be as gods. Okay. Angelique on the PCFX has like really nice looking art or cutscenes as well. It's the girl from Tokimeki Memorial. I need to play Ghost in the Shell on PS1 still. I've only ever played the PS2 game. I don't want to play the PSP one as bad as it looks, though. Not for any good reason I want to play it. But yeah, this is still like a really nice looking cutscene. Obviously, it has the 90s CG in there, but like I think it blends pretty well. Maybe this flat 2D anime character on this 3D field, maybe not so much, but it tried. Boy, I do not remember her at all. I'm sure she's important. It's Eve. Yeah, I imagine this was all animated like at a pretty high frame rate. You can't understand Electric Barrier because it's episode 5. You missed the first 4 episodes. Go read the book. That is the one way you can try. Yeah, this is from the start of the game. It seems like. What do you even do at the start of this game? You go and you talk to the scientist dude, I think. And then you might punch some, like, little enemies. But, like, the beginning of this game, I think is just more or less just a talk and fetch quest kind of thing. Yeah, I just like giving Xenogear fans that bunch of shit. It's fine. Like, I didn't love the game, but again, I think going from Xenosaga back to this was just kind of like, okay, this is fine. I think if I played it the other way around, I'd think more highly of this game. So. Definitely when you like stack it up against other PlayStation RPGs, you could tell this game was doing something interesting. So. This is a pretty big text dump at the beginning of this game, though. But I do think, like, selective editing and stuff would have helped this game a lot. I think that's still, to me, like, why Xenoblade holds up story-wise is because they really, like, even if it is maybe a little less than what they typically did it in their other games, it did have a complete loop kind of thing. Like, they figured it out. But yeah, it's not nearly as ambitious as something like this. So. Expand JPEG. Yeah, I never watched Evangelion. I don't think I'd like Evangelion, but all begin. I think we get like a brief flash of... Yeah, okay. Ooh. Photosensitivity warning. This is a really nice looking scene, by the way. I do like how the lighting of this scene a lot and how it just like bends. I think I've seen like very briefly like a portion of one episode of Evangelion. You know how the translation of this game was? Electric? I don't ever hear anyone really talk about it, so I assume it's probably fine. It's running pretty smooth. This game at 60? I'm really bad at picking out 30 versus 60 frames, but this jumps out to me as smoother than I expect. Some of these camera motions, but... I am running this on a PS2, though, so maybe there's some weird speed stuff going on. I should probably at least watch, like, a Ava movie, or whatever I can watch that's, like, self-contained, right? Like, it's important enough that I should. I should at least know something about Evangelion. Or I'll just go play an Evangelion video game. That's probably the real answer. Get the Nintendo 64 game or something. Although that's all in Japanese, I think, so. Something I can watch and be like, okay, like, this is fine enough for one thing. I don't want to watch an entire anime series of Evangelion. Alright, D-pad? Yeah. I got my painting, man. I'm good. It's already been 3 years. Maybe he was bothered. Oh, okay. Well, more cutscene. I have Fist of the North Star Pachinko. I'm not a Soul Eater fan, but I do own the Soul Eater video game. I think the fan translation for that's completed. This looks a lot rougher right here. Like the movement of that door did not look very smooth. Yeah, that was weird. That one scene in particular looked like it was running really smooth. Oh. I forgot you can walk away from text boxes. What now? Am I going? Oh, I got another painting. Oh yeah, that's right. I could rotate. Oh, nice. There's some of the characters I liked in Soul Eater from what I played of the Japanese game. Admittedly, I did not understand what they was saying, but like their design and stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, this guy. I forgot about him. Dan. I forgot about Dan. Dan's design sure is something. Really important. We gotta talk. Seriously. One-on-one. Man-to-man. I don't know enough about Evangelion to comment, but probably fine. Should probably enjoy whatever you want with it, Alex. I don't get the impression that Evangelion is clean cut in general, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's multiple interpretations of how that story is wrapped up. So I don't remember, do we kill Alice? Spoilers for the beginning of the game, I guess. Track his mental health. I think you could say that about a lot of creative works in general. What did he say? Where is Alice? Am I going to see Alice? I forgot the save points look literally like the Xenogears save points. Jesus Christ. Did I say 23 minutes already? This demo, man. No. Is this the Chrono Trigger girl? Oh, hello, Chrono Trigger girl. Okay. I didn't know she was in this game. Well, see ya, Chrono gal. I guess it makes sense. Square Company. Okay, we're gonna go to the mountain range, and hopefully I can just go up there and start punching stuff. Because 20 minutes of talking, I think, is enough. Oh, we left. Forget. Do we go to the mountain up here? Mountain path. Are there other cameos in this game? I don't even remember. I still need to play Chrono Trigger someday. Doctor's house, okay. I think there's combat in here. Yeah, there we go. We'll punch some stuff and then we'll call it a night. Okay, so how does this work? Defense, chi, attack. So attack is gonna be... Forget how this works. So we have 7 points total. Okay. I don't think I can use the last point there. Do I only have two attacks? Is that what it is? No? Okay, I have more. I wonder why I can't use the last point when I use like heavy hits. Oh, I just realized my HP is 999. I don't think that's how it is in the final game. Oh, I jumped. Oh, interesting. Tree noise. People who were working at, or eventually went on to work out Monolith Soft Combo. People who eventually went on to found Monolith Soft worked on this game. So Monolith Soft did not exist at this point. There we go. Okay, that's right. There's a little combo meter at the bottom. And then we get the specials. There we go. That's how that works. I feel like Xeno's Saga is the one that limited to 2 inputs. Is that right? Oh yeah. Probably like a ton of animations they had to drop for that, honestly. But yeah, eventually the team would leave. They'd go to Namco, and then they had their support pulled there, and then they went and joined Nintendo instead, or Nintendo bought them out basically. So, and then they did some Dirge of Cerberus backgrounds, the most important part of their life. The back. Yeah. I can't remember like how essential the combos were, if it's more or less just do what you want, or if it like played a big role into how you went through the fights. So I feel like that's what Xeno Saga 2 did, was like made certain combos you do have a real purpose. And I feel like this game maybe didn't have that, where it's just like kind of do what you want, but ultimately it doesn't really matter what you're doing in terms of combo. But I don't remember for sure. That's just like a very vague memory of mine of how this might have went. That's the kick, yeah. I think that's probably enough Xenogears for now. The only thing that's going to happen to those, we're going to go to a cutscene. There is technically a mech fight, I think, at some point. I don't remember how far in that is. I do feel like it's kind of a weird spot to drop the demo itself, because it's so text heavy up front. But, you know, RPGs, that was about right for this era. And, they are letting you play this part of the game a little bit, so. I figured, does that bridge break? No. We want to meet Satan? Okay, we'll go meet Satan. And then we'll end it at Satan. Pop, 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 pop. I don't believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think all these combos are unlocked at the beginning of the game. Like, I think it is only a certain number. It's been a while, though. I did write a review for this game, though. I don't remember if the review was any good. It probably was from, like, that era where I just kind of didn't really say, like, that much interesting stuff in reviews. It's like something that kind of ended with Freedom Wars of just, like, I don't really have anything to say about this game, but I'm just writing about it kind of thing. I guess to some degree, casual reviews are like that now, but I feel like at least casual reviews, I try to pick games that, right at the end, I have at least something to say about, so. Gobble, gobble. I am hurting, actually. It's like, please, your last point. Oh, wow. I was, like, right on the line. I didn't even have to move. The animal fighting, yes. True RPGs. Please look at this house we rendered. We spent so much time on it. No deceased, please. Is that chicken? You guys like chicken noise? That's like weirdly low quality for what I feel like should be for a PlayStation game. Are these girls robots? I can't remember. No. Hello, green. It is a nice looking PlayStation game, for sure. It's chicken noise, though. Something important there. Where is Scientist Man? Is he in? Was there a second floor to this building? Yeah. Let me up. Oh, birds. Oh, was that it? That? I have played my Mai. It was interesting. What is that? Stepping on a stuffed animal. There's a lot of weird little sound effects. I think he's up here. Nope, he's not up here. I'll look through the telescope, though. But can I move the telescope? Yes. All right. I think that's enough of this. Zoom, enhance. No? Oh, you can see the other, like, city popping over there. See that? Can I just, like, jump off this? Yes, I can. Oh yeah, I remember you like punch a bunch of snakes as Goku. I forgot about that. Can I jump on? Oh no! Oh no! Ah! It's a cool game. I'd be curious. I'd be curious to hear like someone who played it in a more modern era feels about it. I definitely feel like it's a game of its time, but maybe I feel like a lot of PlayStation 1 games are that way. But maybe it's just because I have the experience of Xenosaga afterwards that I feel like touched on a lot of the same beats and did so in a way that appealed a little more to me. Although at the end of the day, I think you guys know how I feel about Xenosaga as well. So there we go. Wait. No. Okay, I don't think there's a ledge I can get onto there. Anyways, but yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you for reviewing Parasite Eve with me. Glad we were able to finish that up. I think the plan is, unless I hit some major issues, because I have not tested it yet, I will be planning on doing like a Nintendoji stream next week, where we'll just do some Nintendoji runs. I want to try out my guide a bit, since I have not really had a chance to do so for that. So I need to go ahead and try that out. I might try to do like a stream setup so you guys can see what I'm doing with the guide a little bit, so, and how I like am using it for stuff. But yeah, so we'll do that. And then in terms of next game, I think we talked a little bit about Evergrace. Is that what you guys, is that cool with you guys, or was there something else that you wanted me to play? I know Hybrid Heaven had came up at some point. Nintendo G speedrun, yeah. Evergrace is the one that I was thinking though. Hybrid Heaven, the only thing about Hybrid Heaven is I feel like Parasite Eve kind of rubs up a little too close to Hybrid Heaven, maybe. So I might want to try something else for a little bit. So, so I figured we played a little bit of that. I need to figure out how that game works in terms of characters. There's 2 characters, and I think you can play them whenever you want. Like, I think it's one of those games where you can just start it up, and then, like, while you're playing, it's just like, do you want to play as this character or this character every time you load the game? And then you, like, play each story separately. I may ask Elena if there's anything specific that I should maybe try to follow with that. And make sure that's fine. But yeah, it's been on my to-do list since pretty much 2020. So I think it'd be good to go ahead and put time into. Hybrid Heaven also on my to-do list, but not immediately, unfortunately. So yeah. But anyways, that's it though. Thank you guys for coming. There's gonna be a multi-tap podcast next week. It'll be focused on Video Game Esoterica's PC FX series. Is more or less just a post-mortem for for his series specifically. We don't really talk too much about what the PC FX is outside of what's relevant to his thoughts. So if you haven't, check out Video Game Esoterica's PC FX video series. As long as you've heard me talk about PC FX, I think you'll be able to follow it, but I think it'd be good just so you have context. It more or less was just kind of thrown together and we just kind of talked. There wasn't really a real strong topic, so it is a little weird of a podcast since it is more or less just like a conversation. But yes, and then Future Cop is on Saturday, so if you want to join the Discord group and join us for Saturday's movie time, that will be there. Otherwise though, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get back to doing content regularly again soon. I've been thinking about different types of streams that I might try as well, but the hard thing with that is just figuring out if I want to spend time doing that. You may see me do some test streaming again this weekend with an unrelated thing to my current PC. It'll probably be in my other room, just testing that setup. So we'll see, but yeah, we will see though. Anyways, thank you guys for coming. WellController.com is the website. Oh, there's a new, there's a Xenosaga Episode 3 article reading on the Patreon. So if you want to hear me read my Episode 3 article aloud and make fun of myself and my writing, you can do that. my review from like 11 years ago. So that's on the Patreon this week if you're interested in that. So All right. Hope you guys have a good night. Bye. Oh, I don't have Pen set up on this PC. Let me see if I can set up Pen real quick. The Pen time. Pen time? Maybe it's Pen time. Pen time. Okay. Okay, don't worry. I'm still here. Pen. Let's add Pen. There'll be media source. Create new. Pen time. Oh, that name's already used. Pen time video. Let's do that. Browse. Where do I store that video? That's the next question. Okay, here we go. I found it. No, there's Pen. Don't worry about it. We got it. I got you guys covered. Okay, we don't want it to loop. 100% speed. Okay. There we go. Pen time. All right. Have a good pen.